Hey, it's Seed Startup back with another video, and this time we're diving deep into the world of startups. We're talking about co-founders. Should you have one or should you go solo? That's what we're figuring out today. Starting a business? It's a huge decision, probably one of the biggest you'll ever make. And like any big decision, you want to make sure you've got all the information before you dive in. So, whether you're just starting to kick around a business idea, or you're already knee-deep in a business plan, stick around. We're breaking down the pros and cons of having a co-founder, and trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Okay, let's get right into it. First up, the pros. Having a co-founder can be a game changer. Think about it, two heads are often better than one, right? You're bringing different perspectives, different experiences, different networks to the table. That's huge. And let's talk about the workload for a second. Starting a business, it's a grind. It's long hours, it's stressful decisions, it's a whole lot of pressure. Having someone to share that with, that's invaluable. It's like having a built-in support system. Someone who gets it, someone who's in the trenches with you. Plus, let's be real, having a co-founder can open doors. Investors love to see a strong founding team, people who complement each other's skills. It shows you're serious, you've got backup, you're in it to win it, but it's not just about the work, it's about the emotional support too. Starting a business can be a roller coaster, full of highs and lows. Having someone to celebrate the wins with, and more importantly, someone to pick you up when things get tough, that's priceless. So, yeah, there are some serious advantages to having a co-founder, but, and this is a big but, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some potential downsides you need to be aware of too. Look, even the best co-founder relationships can face challenges. We're talking about big decisions, long hours, and a whole lot of pressure. That can put a strain on any relationship. One of the biggest potential downsides is conflict. You and your co-founder aren't always going to see eye to eye. You're going to have different opinions, different approaches, and that's okay. But you need to be able to have those tough conversations, to compromise, to find common ground. Then there's the equity split. You're building this business together, so it makes sense to share the ownership, right? But figuring out that split, how much each person deserves, that can be tricky. It's important to have that conversation early on to make sure everyone's on the same page. And let's not forget about decision making. When you've got two or more people calling the shots, things can get complicated. You need to establish clear roles and responsibilities, a process for making decisions, or things can get messy fast. But perhaps the biggest key to making a co-founder relationship work? Communication. And I'm not talking about just the easy stuff. I'm talking about the tough conversations, the disagreements, the times when you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed. You need to be able to talk openly and honestly with your co-founder, or those small issues can turn into big problems. So you've weighed the pros and cons, and you've decided you want to find a co-founder. Where do you start? Well, the good news is, there are more ways than ever to connect with potential business partners. First up, networking. Get out there and meet people. Attend industry events, join startup communities, go to workshops. You never know who you might meet. Another option, online platforms. There are tons of websites and apps specifically designed to connect co-founders. You can search for people with specific skills, interests, or experience levels. Don't underestimate the power of your existing network either. Talk to your friends, family, former colleagues. You never know who might be able to make an introduction or point you in the right direction. And if you're really serious about finding a co-founder, consider joining a startup incubator or accelerator program. These programs provide mentorship, resources, and a supportive community of entrepreneurs. The key here is to be proactive. Put yourself out there, talk to people, and don't be afraid to share your ideas. You never know where you'll find your perfect co-founder match. So, should you have a co-founder? Like most things in the tech world, and in the startup world especially, it depends. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. But at least you've got the specs, you've got the rundown of what to expect, and you can make the decision that's right for you. Having a co-founder can be amazing. It can be like having a built-in best friend, someone who's just as passionate about your idea as you are. But it can also be challenging. You're essentially choosing your business partner, and that's a big decision. Ultimately, the most important thing is to be honest with yourself about what you need and what you want in a business partner. Weigh the pros and cons carefully, do your research, and trust your gut. And hey, if you decide to go solo for now, that's cool too. It's your journey. Make it your own.